think I made it pretty clear in my last video that security breach is pretty broken. But oh boy, did speedrunners have an absolute field day with this game. So, I enjoy watching speedrunning videos as much as the next guy, but then I had a thought, what if I tried speedrunning? Now, I knew from the start I wasn't going to get top 5 or anything, but I was still surprised with the outcome. If you do want to watch some really cool speedrunners though, I'll leave some links in the description to people who spent way more time speedrunning this game than me and are way more talented as well. But in this video, I want to talk about speedrunning security breach. Some facts, some roots, some general knowledge, all while reacting to my 11th place speedrun. Yeah, you heard that right, 11th place. If you like the video, please consider subscribing and please enjoy. Alright, let's begin watching the video. So this is my speedrun. It's 11th in the world. There are two main categories of speedrunning security breach. There's out of bounds, which is much quicker, like the 3-minute ones you've probably seen. And then there's inbounds, which are more longer. They're around the 15 or so minute mark. And this is the category that I ran. It's always done on update 0.1.4. or at least before the 0.1.5 patch, the new big one that came out in February, because that just ruined so much speedrunning tactics. It was horrible. But this is the inbounds category that I ran, so let's check it out. Also, we'll have audio muted because OBS was like, I'm just not going to work, and completely screwed it up. It is unbearable to listen to. So if you want to watch the full uncut run, I'll leave it a link in the description as well. But I guess this is my reaction to it. The Freddy startup. Oh my god, this was pain. This was absolute pain to have to watch every single time. I can't do stuff where it's repetitious, especially when it takes a long time to restart. So that's why I just grinded out till a sub 16. Also, the ending was 15:52. That was timed incorrectly, so that's not accurate. So this is my best time I ever got. And yeah, most speedruns begin like this. So you turn the voice volume in the audio settings all the way down. It skips a massive amount of dialogue. You spawn in, you spam E to get out of the Freddy as quickly as possible, and then you get into the position I just did. Wait for the little noise that Freddy makes, and then the look out the window achievement. You'll jump, which will activate Vanessa, run forward to Freddy, collect the Faz Watch, then you'll wait for the message to pop up, you'll go into the Faz Watch to activate the button, and then you just run through into the vents. A lot happens every single speedrun starts like this. There is no way to get out of Freddy's room besides doing this, and it's basically just the exact same as any other run, just as quick as possible. Yeah, and yeah, just in the vent, taking corners as quickly as possible, stopping the sprint as soon as it's about to run out. Generally, speedrunners will pause here to let the game load in a bit more, but this is a tactic known as bunny hopping. I'm doing it very bad here. I've definitely improved since then, but it's basically where you sprint, jump, and unsprint, so when you jump you get the momentum of sprinting. It's about the same as the speed of regular sprinting, but you save so much stamina, meaning that you can move much more quickly. You get the party pass to go into Freddy, and this is kind of where stuff starts to get a bit different. I don't know, it's basically just playing the game as fast as possible, up until you get to the main atrium. Oh yes, so this is an interesting part. So I screwed this up on the first time, and I couldn't be bothered to reset. But many top speedrunners will, after screwing this up once, will then reset. So you come down here, and then what you'll do is you'll like somehow get onto the handrail, basically just kind of walking into it while pressing A to move left, and you'll kind of fail this time, but you'll kind of bump up onto the handrail, get onto it, and then you can walk across and just fall, skipping all of those stairs. It's quite a fast tactic, and every speedrunner doing inbounds or something like this will use it to save time. So you come down here. When the game is unloaded, like there's a chunk unloaded, generally what you do, you'll pause the game, you'll flick your mouse around the screen multiple times until it starts lagging. That shows the game's been loading in. And then that not only will load the game in quicker, but it'll also pause your timer, as you can see in the corner, taking time off your time because it's always measured in in-game time, not real time. Come out, just taking these corners tight. Many of this is just the game, but faster. And one big tactic being how you get out of Freddy's room. Also, bunny hopping. Because we've lowered the voice volume here, Freddy's dialogue will just skip here, and the low battery will come on earlier. But don't worry, he can't kill you here. This is all planned. And then instead of crouching, we will just run as fast as possible to get away from Chica. To save time as always. At this part, I've seen other tactics that I don't use here. When you're about to trigger the multi-cutscene, you will like turn around 180 and then trigger the cutscene. I'm not exactly sure how that makes it quicker. But I guess it does because many top runners have been using it nowadays. That box just hits me straight in the head. Into the office. You'll be able to press that button straight away because the voice volume is dialogue's just completely skipped. Once again, like I did before, you'll just quickly press tab twice to bring up your Fazwatch, and then the door will open. Then you just have to run to get in front of Chica to save some time. Bunny hop, bunny hop, bunny hop to get into here. Fatal error. I went right, which made me go like around all the things. I should have just gone left to go straight across. I don't know why I did this. Yeah, go across, grab the entry pass. Then what you'll do is you will actually activate that bot, which will then spawn Chica behind you. A fun fact: if an animatronic spawns behind you because you're caught, and you hear the sound of it being behind you, turn around, look at it. Otherwise, as you keep running, it will keep teleporting and playing that Jun sound as it slowly gets closer. But if you look behind you and see it, then it'll just start walking to you normally, and you can get away much easier. There's a tip. But we're not going to do that. We're just going to have Chica directly behind us. But because we are bunny hopping, we'll be able to get away with pretty easily. So the whole reason we call Chica is so that we can kind of lure her up to near Glamrock Gifts, and we kind of have an understanding of where she then is. Instead of her aimlessly wandering around here, likely to not be where we want it to be. I'm watching this back and knowing how much more I know, I understand where I went wrong, and even if I go back now, I can fix so much. But basically what you would normally do is you would just not wait for Chica to pass and go down the stairs. You would just go across and then up the stairs close to the Faz pad. Then you'd come down here, and now that you have the Monty magnet, you can just stick that on straight away and you're all good. And then this is where stuff gets a bit more interesting. So normally you'll come down here, you'll go into the pit, and then you'll trigger Sun to jump scare you, I guess. But what we're actually going to do is we're going to come up this slide, glitch to the top, jump over, and we've completely cut out that little cutscene with Sun, both of them. So that's a big time save. But because of this, we then can't collect the flashlight, so we're stuck in there. But there's a way. I failed. You just jump up there and over. And then there's a very specific route you have to take for the generators. Coincidentally, the exact one that I scouted when first playing Security Breach. If you didn't know, whilst it was still light, I thought, why don't I just actually no, it's a bit different. To get to the second generator, it's a bit different, but because I was still a bit inexperienced here, I would just go out and trigger that distraction. It's a bit different, but besides getting from the third to the fourth generator, it's almost exactly the same route I took in my second video, because I thought, instead of running aimlessly in the dark, let's just pause for a minute, find them all in the day, and then set a route, which was pretty smart, and I saw no one else doing that, so I'm a genius. And then walk back. So yeah, this is a pretty standard route for doing inbounds on patch 1.0.4. So yeah, we'll just hop into Freddy, come here, can't skip going here, but we'll just instantly get out of Freddy so that we can keep really badly bunny hopping. Press button, and then we'll pause the timer. So the timer, you have to pause the timer. I'm not sure if it'll pause itself or not, but here I manually paused it. As soon as the button in the elevator you press goes red, the timer will pause as this acts as a loading screen. But as soon as the button on the elevator turns back to green, then the timer must restart. So that's how the elevator section is calculated. So I'm pretty much exactly 1 minute off the world record here, so not too bad for an amateur. So yep, button goes green, things on. And we can skip mapbot by just basically holding A and just sneaking out that corner of the elevator. You can escape mapbot. And then there was this bin. So now it gets interesting. Now we can time warp and stuff like that. So you skip mapbot, come out here, and then you have to jump in this bin and then jump on that fence. I did that extremely quickly, wow. But every single other speedrun, I would just get stuck there and I couldn't do that jump. I think the reason I submitted this one, even though it wasn't all too good, was the fact that the bin was perfect and I had so much trouble jumping over that bin onto the fence. It was crazy. When you jump on the bin, jump the fence, come down here, and you'll jump into this little area. The game will unload, so you gotta pause and let it do its thing, like I mentioned before. Come down, and then keep bunny hopping. And what you're gonna do is you're then gonna head to like the underground venty area you go through after you vent, Gregory. So there are barricades, but there are ways to jump over them and get through. So what you do is you get a running start, jump, and you get over that. Very nice. You can just jump even quicker. Just stay on that little area and jump onto the stairs in the little corner there. Get through quicker. But this is quite specific. So you come through here, you go 1 turn, 2 turn, 3 turn, and about midway through that hallway, you'll press Q to call Freddy, and he'll be right there like you saw. And so what this helps us do is make sure we have Freddy, we're not waiting for him for ages. But then when we get up here, what we can do is call Freddy over. He will open the level 10 security door. So we can very easily just enter and go through. Basically, we just skipped all that by simply going through that door. And also this door, also another specific place to call Freddy, so not waiting for ages. We go to this door, right in the corner between the actual end of the door and the little black outline. You'll call him, and he'll come running. Step up in and go through. And by doing this, we skip basically all the way from like 1 AM entering the atrium, all the way over to basically collecting the party pass. But this is important. So because you skipped so far ahead of time, and this is a section that Moon will spawn afterwards, he will instantly kill you. He will instantly annihilate you. Collect the party pass, you'll skip hours into the future, and because he normally spawns here, he will instantly kill you no matter what. This is unskippable. So because you die, the game is paused, the timer is paused, but because at that exact moment there's an autosave, when you respawn directly where you're killed. Pretty simple. It's a way to just get a bit quicker. You jump up those stairs onto that plant, and then you'll just jump up there. A bit of a time save, but I screwed it up, so a bit of a time loss for me, actually. We'll once again go to a very specific area in between the door and this little plant here. We'll call Freddy. We need to make sure to jump in him before he arrives at the roller door, otherwise it won't open. Then we'll go through using this exact same glitch, very helpful. Make sure you actually grab the blaster, like I didn't do there. Very nice. Go through the door. And here's the next skip. So you go into this elevator, press the button, and then you'll run out before the door closes. Then you can jump on the elevator and jump into Phaser Blast. And that'll just save like a few seconds. Very small, very simple skip that is allowed during the inbounds run. And then this is how you win. So So you got to come here, jump. I screw up because I'm nervous because I'm like, this is my best time. So I jump, 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 jump here. You can do it all without sprinting, and I think there's another way which is slightly faster. And that's the most common way, and I just stopped sprinting there for a bit of security. Run up there, bunny hop along here. Press the button. Timer ends. 5:55. I'm still very proud of this run. Looking back, I know there's a lot I can improve on after more practice, I guess, just by regularly playing the game and through other tactics that have been found. Will I run it again? Nah, I'm good. I'm very happy with 11th place. No idea how to get that. I'm very, very happy that I got that. And thanks for watching. So this was a bit of a way to understand in case you're interested. That's down the speedrun. Well done. You've done a good job. If you're more interested, check out people more knowledgeable than me, of course. This is just a beginner's course, you could say. Also go to speedrun.com. There are many guides and tutorials on there as well. But yeah, thanks for watching. Wait, don't leave. I want to give you a real quick update on the channel. I understand that videos have been a bit dry recently. I understand that, and I really do apologize for that. But believe me when I say I have so much that I've been working on. I will definitely finish that Dead of Night. Don't worry, I have 2 more videos recorded on that, so those will hopefully be out in the next few weeks or so. Let's talk. I haven't given up on that series yet. Don't worry. I'm going to keep doing the Star Wars ones until I finish, and I also have planned 3 other Let's Talks that are unrelated to Star Wars about 3 different movies. I hope to make more on like individual movies, but currently I have 3 planned, and one of them I'm in the midst of writing a script for right now. So hopefully those will also come out in about a month or so. And finally, I do have a collaboration coming up. I can't talk about it too much right now, but keep your eyes peeled because it will be coming soon. So thank you guys so much for bearing with me. And thank you to anyone who's liked, subscribed, or even watched a single one of my videos. It really does help, and I really do appreciate it. I really do. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.